Good evening, welcome to You Can't Handle the Truth Movies. Chris, James, and tonight is Exterritorial.
You can't handle the truth!
When a soldier's son vanishes at a US consulate, she illegally remains on the premises to search for him, unknowingly entangling herself in a dangerous conspiracy.
I really liked the female role in this movie for the sheer fact that I thought her main action scene, which is going to be on our cover, was particularly good. A lot of female-led action, they just do things that are just so... It's not a sexist thing, but things that just
so unrealistic
are just not realistic at all. And this scene was done really well. I really followed her in her struggle in the story. And when she was fighting them people, I was fighting them people as well. She was actually putting all into it. So I really enjoyed a lot of this movie. The story was a bit meh. With this kind of thing, I like when they go back and forth with, is it real, is it not real, are they mad, are they not mad? But with this film, I don't think they quite got it. They just missed it. They missed it. They started off okay, and I thought they were going to do something a bit different with it, but then it was just kind of quite resolvable.
And some of the twists, when you find out that he puts the toy back in the room to get her to go a bit crazy and... Really? Come on! She was going to go crazy anyway. I thought some of the twists were atrocious. The action scenes some of them were great, some of them were mediocre. When the big sergeant guy walks into the office and she's just like, "Bah!" and he goes straight to the floor. I'm like, he's 3 times the size and he's highly decorated. Of the 2 assassins you beat up that really struggled, but you just dropped him and ran.
But I didn't say it was perfect.
Okay.
But I just said it was one of the better ones that we've seen.
When that guy was playing with his daughter and he used that thing to record his voice, as soon as he did that, I knew that was how it was going to end.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, obviously. Because there was no other reason to put that stupid scene in.
I just thought he was playing with his daughter with a toy.
It would have been better, when he realised and he pushes the button to stop the voice coming through, it would have been better if that is how she tricked him. It would have been way more believable.
I did feel at the end when she was locked in the room that at no point was she just going to kill herself and the child.
I'll be honest, it was a fun film to watch. It was quite tense.
That's what I mean. I felt for the woman in the film from the beginning. It didn't follow all the way through for me. Like you said, there were definitely bits where it lost me, some slower bits where the pacing went a bit off. But in general, for a film that I randomly found that I hadn't trailered or heard about, I was quite impressed by how it...
Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Some of the things that I want to bring up. There's a point where she gets pepper sprayed in the face. Remember that bit?
I can't remember that bit.
Of which she then rubs her face with basically a cloth and puts water on it. Now, that makes it worse. That's not what you would do. She was Special Forces, so I would imagine she probably had training on how to kind of go over that, and they didn't need to try to rub it off her eyes, because if it was that easy, it would be useless. I did like the PTSD things where she panicked. You felt the tension in her when she was worried about what she was going to have to do or the next part, and she stumbled on herself a few times, and I liked that.
On the beach, she sorts them guys out a bit.
Yeah,
she's not quite all there.
She's not. She's struggling, and I like those. They gave some depth to the character. And normally, when you put mental illness with a hero character, it doesn't always go well. It can be just a mess. But this, I think, worked quite well. I liked how they brought it in. I liked how it kind of showcases some of the issues you can have with things like PTSD. I think she was relatively good all the way through.
When she was jumping from the building to the ladder and stuff, they used some interesting camera shots there.
Yes,
I thought.
good angle.
I was hoping there'd be a bit more of that different kind of style shot.
She did recover from hurting herself quite quickly from that point.
I think, though, she's in a panic state, going for a son. She's proper adrenaline up at that point. Yeah, she probably felt it the day after.
All in all, enjoyable movie. So, basically, she goes into the US consulate. There's been a whole thing where she was part of a group in Afghanistan. They got wiped out. The guy that was involved in leaking the intel wanted her dead because, you don't want anyone finding out. He rigged it all. He kidnapped her son. He hoped that he could use it as a way of getting rid of her.
It was quite elaborate, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit silly.
Yeah, a bit over OTT, but it is a movie, I suppose. Can we use that argument here?
You know, you can. And I liked some of the bits. As you say, I keep going back to Two Assassins in the Room. And what I really liked about that is how useless the other woman was.
Yeah, like she was struggling. And the guy, when he sent him, was just like, yeah, done kind of thing. They're like, oh, actually, that kind of messed us up because no one actually thought she could do it.
Yeah.
And even watching it, you don't think she can do it.
You're thinking...
That's why it was done well, that bit.
And I liked the bit when she's kind of losing and the other woman knows she can't physically manhandle the bloke and she uses lighter.
Yeah.
Clever. It's a clever person. Yeah. I like that.
Overall, I liked the majority of this film. The pacing did lose me a couple of times, and there is a couple of bits in it. I wouldn't say they completely took me out of the movie, but some of the quality is really good, and some of it's not quite on the mark. I did like the character, however. I felt for her and was wanting to follow her till mostly the end. The end was a bit of a downer. I've got to be honest, on the whole, I enjoyed the movie. I'd watch it again. I'd give it a 6.5.
6. As you say, it was a good movie, but there were bits that let it down, and I would, if it was a Hollywood movie or something like that, I'd have rated it.
So you said 6?
6.25.
There's no 0.25. 6.4.
What? 6.3 then. 6.3.
Exterritorial. I've forgotten.
6.3.
6.3. I would say
it's on
it
Netflix. Yeah. Just give it a watch.
It's Netflix. They want everything. Just watch it.
Just watch it.